Hey guys, welcome back to another day in my shed doing my electronics. Now I'm charging up this battery cell here, which is coming up nicely. It's about 3.8 at the moment. I'm using an old buck boost converter, or a constant current converter here that I made up. Now I had a second one which I never showed you. So I did that all up, made it easier for myself. But the problem was, this one had died. A long time ago it must have died. It soldered the same connectors on. So I went out and bought a second one that I saw on Andy's channel, which I hadn't had before. I hadn't had one of these before, but I had these hanging around the shed for ages. So I had a couple of these, so only two, but yeah. And I did notice he's blown up his load tester. Now this one is the 180 watt model. Now I don't know whether Andy's is the same or it can take 180 watts, but it looks like the 150 watt version. Now I'm not saying that it's not 180 watts, it might be 180 watts, but this one's got a double fan on it. So point to take Andy, maybe ask him for a double fan. And he brought up one of these. So I'll move that over there for the moment. Move this out of the way. And bring into frame one of those. Now Andy, the only difference between this one and the one you are getting from one of your subscribers, is it's got a rail along here which is connected to one side that can control put a short across how far along here that the resistance will go. Now the top one in this, because these are, I'm not sure what material they use in these, but I got this at a recycle yard. I'm down in Victoria, so there's two there. But you could hook up like a paddle to go across here, or a piece of metal, and that'll short out everything between here, this point here and there, and still give you the resistance between there and there to use like you wanted for a load for your capacity testers. And I've got one of these. I got it a way long time ago. It's a bit different to Andy's one. I have never hooked it up. I need to hook this up to see what type of charge I'm getting out of it. But yeah, very handy things to have. I've gotten one of these. I saw a guy using these to check the capacity of a lot of his 18650s, and I'm starting to think maybe I might use a couple of them. I've got a couple hanging around, but at the moment that's about all that's happening in the shed. I've got to go out and catch up with some friends soon, but I want to charge this up and then do a capacity test on this device over here. Now that device over there has got a multitude of different settings. You'll probably find them on the internet. If you long press, you can get different settings. So you've got the backlight setting. You've got set it to 300 volts, so they'll go up to 300 volts. And then you can set it to, I think you can set it to what voltage you want it to go to before it turns off, and it'll do 100 amps. And this one says it's 185 watts maximum. So, and then it goes into the Chinese writing. Now, I think if I press quickly, once I get into the normal screen, I can reset like the amps. I can reset other device things as well, and that's handy. But yeah, so I've been looking for some more solar panels. I actually got 3 solar panels sitting at the back. At the time I couldn't get hold of the rails. Because I'm on a budget, I've got to do my things a bit slower than maybe Andy or one of those people. So I just do my things slowly. Got this, I could probably test on it. I think I think it's an old, it's 22 volts, so I think it's from use for a communication device or something like that. And it's got some nice batteries in it, and all the batteries are 220 milliamp hour, and I don't think that it ever got used. So I wonder if this would work with that. Now, if any of you guys have played with some of this stuff, leave me a message, and I can get onto it and start doing it. But I've got another one charging up. I've got another 5 packs of these to do, and then I might get into making some packs, or I might sell off all the batteries and change direction at that stage. But I have so many batteries sitting here, and batteries sitting in boxes over the corner there, that I don't know what to do with them all. But if you've got a good idea, give me a yell. Let's do a deal. Let's get rid of some of this stuff that I'm not using. I've got the rails there waiting to go up. I haven't worked out how to do that yet. I have 3 panels sitting there that I haven't used, and I think they're all 250. I did see some the other day that I wouldn't mind using, and they've got the connectors hooked up onto them. So yeah, that's the panel. And the other panels are sitting in there. They're a different colour. I think someone's painted them, or maybe they come out like that. And they're a 250 as well, I think. Oh yeah, they're 250s. But I can get some 215s, but I don't know whether it's worth it. 3 panels, not much to it. But yeah, I'd like to put them up. See how they've been sitting here for a long time. So it must be time for putting them up time. And yeah. Alright, that's it from me, and we'll keep moving along, trying to get these batteries charged up, trying to get some capacitance tests about to be done. I'm still working on the CNC machine, which is really slow now because I need some help with the motor. It actually adjusts and does something. I had to remove a video which I got a strike from YouTube about showing people how to bypass a password on a Windows box, especially if you haven't used the Windows box for years and you just want to use your Windows box and you've forgotten the password.